Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I bid to everyone who is listening and to our beloved doctor. Today, me and my friends from Group 5, we present about our problem-based learning PBL report, which is the topic is climate change. Before we start our presentation, this is our group members. The first one is Lutfi Hazim bin Selamat Sainuddin. His matrix number is AA2011626. He is our leaders for this group project. And second one is Fahmi Idris bin Irwan. His matrix number is AA212942. And the third one is Muhammad Fazrul bin Muhammad Munkahar, with his matrix number is AA210667. Next, we have Azizul Mustaqim bin Abdul Latif. His matrix number is AA211610. And the fifth one is Mahzumi bin Muhtar, AA212800. And the last one is me, Fadli Fikri bin Muhammad Wazir, AA201403.
Hello, my name is Mahzumi bin Mukhtar. My matrix number is AA212800, and I'm going to present about abstract about our title. So the greenhouse effect cools the stratosphere, which could affect stratospheric ozone depletion. So polar stratospheric clouds produce ozone holes at both poles. PSC form at low temperatures. The stratospheric cooling increases PSC formation and enhances ozone holes. Their diffusion increases ultraviolet radiation at high latitudes and could affect agriculture production. Recent findings in related field further increase this possibility. So this problem is investigated for rice production in northern Japan. While rice production in this region is expected to increase by the greenhouse warming and stimulation of photosynthesis due to carbon dioxide increase. So carbon dioxide fertilization by 20 to 30% between 1960 and 2010. The adverse effects of ozone depletion are found to be unexpectedly large and could cancel the positive effects of warming and carbon dioxide fertilization. Therefore, a common notion that greenhouse warming would be beneficial at high latitude should be viewed with caution. So the keyword stratospheric cooling PSC rice production, northern Japan. That's all for me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fahmi Idris bin Irwan. My matrix number is AA212942. Now I will talk about introduction to the climate change. So there's a difference between weather, climate and climate change. So what is the definition for weather? Weather is the daily change we experience and observe outside. One day it may be bright and in the next day it may be rain. So next, what is climate? Climate is a place typical weather. For example, in the summer, an area could be primarily warm and dry. In the winter, the same location may be chilly and rainy. Some places can have different climates. The climate on Earth is the result of combining all the climates on the planet. Next is climate change. So what is climate change? Climate change also refers to a change in the planet's climate. This could indicate a change in the typical rainfall for a location. Change in the climate might take hundreds or even millions of years. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, Assalamualaikum, and now it's my turn. I'm Muhammad Fazrul and Muhammad Munkahar, AA210667, and it is my turn to discussion about the 5 causes of the greenhouse effect. Okay, first is the burning of fossil fuels. When they burn, the carbon that has been stored inside them is liberated. And when then carbon react with oxygen in the air, it produces carbon dioxide. Okay. Second is deforestation. Burning the wood release the carbon trapped in it, turning it back into carbon dioxide. people have been driven to look for alternative housing due to large-scale development impact on the destruction trees and forests. Third is population growth. The population has significantly increased during the past few decades. As a result, there is currently a greater need for food, clothing, and housing. Okay, fourth, agriculture. Nitrous oxide, greenhouse gas used in fertilizer, increase the greenhouse effect, which causes global warming. Okay, the last one is industrial waste and landfill. Business that manufacture cement, fertilizer, coal, and oil also release damaging greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. Garbage fill, landfill release carbon dioxide and methane gas, which greatly contribute to the greenhouse effect. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lutfi Hassan. My metric number is 211626. Okay, I can present to you about effect of climate change. Number one is rising sea levels. Climate scientists predict that as a result of the effects of climate change, the average sea level will continue to increase, rising roughly 8 inches 20 cm globally over the next 100 years. Okay, the next one is heat wave and drought. As the times go on, places that are now hot and dry will get even hotter and drier, while areas that were once temperature and had regular rainfall will get even hotter and drier. Furthermore, is changing ecosystem. Many fish species have traveled great distance to remain in seas that are right temperature for them, as a result of already rising temperature at the equator, which have forced such staple crops as rice now into once colder locations. Okay, last but not least, the last effect is reduced food security. Global agriculture is one of the most noticeable effects of rising temperature. At the very particular temperature, different crops will grow the best, and as those temperatures vary, their production will fluctuate considerable.
Okay, now we meet again, and I want to talk about 5 ways government can comfort climate change. Okay, first is protect and restore key ecosystem. Okay, government must conserve this ecosystem. Wasteland absorb extra water from flood, while mangrove act as a barrier against tropical storm. Both extreme weather occurrence made worse by climate change. Okay, second is support small agriculture producer. Okay, government can make a difference by assisting a small regional farmer who, in contrast to big industrial farms, use sustainable farming method, care about restoring the land, assist local community, and increase the hardiness of crop and livestock to climate change. Okay, third is combat short-lived climate pollutant. Okay, the fight against climate change might be accelerated by effectively controlling them through national policy and regulation. Okay, fourth, promote green energy. When considering energy, Ozal said it's essential to invest on a varied matrix, emphasizing projects that are close to region where people need energy saving on loser and infrastructure. The preservation of nature must be our priority. Okay, the last one is bet on adaptation, not just mitigation. Okay, mitigation is the process of cutting emission, halting their effect, and minimizing long-term repercussion in the fight against climate change. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azizul Mustaqim bin Abdul Latif. My number metric is AA211610. Today I am going to present about ways to combat climate change in terms of individual and society. Alright, so first of all, of individual. In order to achieve that goal, especially at home, everyone must normalize to turn the light off when you leave a room. Replace energy-hungry incandescent lights with energy-saving CFLs or LEDs. If alternative energy sources such as solar or wind are available, use them. Limit use of heaters and air conditioners. Install low-flow shower heads. Recycle paper, plastic, and organic materials. Use non-polluting stoves. Avoid using kerosene to cook, heat, or provide light. Wash laundry in cold water and line dry. Buy energy-efficient appliances. Alright, next, use washable dishes, utensils, and napkins rather than disposable plastic dinnerware. Choose products made from recycled material or sustainable sources such as bamboo, hemp, or coconut fiber. Use durable, reusable shopping bags, not disposable plastic bags. Paint with a brush instead of a sprayer. Store also all solvents in airtight containers. Use an electric or push lawnmower and a rake instead of a leaf blower. Eliminate use of toxic chemicals at home. Optimize for natural substitutes. Plant a tree to help purify the air.
For society, we need to stop using fossil fuels for our electricity generation because fossil fuels is the biggest contributor to our climate change. And next, we should not do open burning in our residential area because open burning will produce a huge amount of smoke which contain a harmful chemical substance that will contribute into climate change.
Now I will talk about how to combat climate change through education. So the first one is relevant content knowledge. Learning sustainable livelihood is also crucial for developing an adaptation strategy to climate change. An essential way that education policy may support climate change adaptation and mitigation is by ensuring that youth and adults receive the proper education for creating new environment-friendly and climate-resilient livelihoods. The second one is safe and adaptive school. By modifying the school year as a schedule, textbook distribution, education system can collaborate with parents and the larger community to adapt as needed to the seasonality changes brought on by climate change. The last one is the green schools. The education sector must be included in strategic planning in industries like water and sanitation, construction and health and hygiene to guarantee that the effects of the changing climates on the education sector are not disregarded. That's all for me. I'll pass this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
So for the conclusion about my group, climate change can happen anytime and anywhere. Climate change can turn into favorable weather patterns. There are ways to find solutions to combat climate change. Firstly, we have the relevant content knowledge. For instance, all skills that learners need to have a foundational understanding of scientific concepts. Second, we have a safe and adaptive school and also green school. Climate change can cause of greenhouse. So the factors was the burning fossil fuels, deforestation, population growth, agriculture and industrial waste and landfills. So one way to stop the population that can cause the greenhouse is we need to stop the use of fossil fuels for the purpose of electricity generation. So for the individual, in order to achieve that goal, especially at home, everyone must normalize to turn the lights off when you leave a room and replace energy-hungry incandescent lights with energy-saving CFLs or LED if alternative energy sources such as solar or wind are available. That's it. Thank you.